Crazy. 33 counters. What's going on? And someone stop me because I just can't stop making Simic decks. Oh man, the blue-green combos right now are so just flowing. So, today we're doing a little pantry raid. Whenever you put one or more +1/+1 counters on a creature you control, put a supply counter on Stocking the Pantry. And you could pay 2 mana to remove a supply counter from Stocking the Pantry and draw a card. And we're going to pair that with a lot of +1/+1 counter makers, right? We got the Tumblewag. We got the Case of the Trampled Garden. When it enters, you put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 or 2 creatures. Ideally, you put it on 2 creatures, so then you're getting 2 supply counters. Not that it's going to matter, that thing's going to be so big. It's not going to matter. And then if you have power for 8 or greater total creatures, it unlocks the second ability of the Case. You solve it, and when you attack, you put a +1/+1 counter on a creature, and it gains trample. So the trample is the important thing, is because that's what we need to get in. And, you'll get another supply counter. So many supply counters. And then we have the Goose Mother. I keep thinking about it, and I keep thinking about this Power Stone. What is it? Might Stone? Might Stone, Weak Stone? Like, we need it in for the Sheldred. We need Sheldred protection. I think. We'll figure it out. Sure. That's easy fixes. And then we got Talon when it attacks, or when Fairy attacks. Basically, when this thing attacks, you're going to draw and discard so we can loot a little bit. We got the Wild Guide, Tender Wild Guide. 1 mana, 1 green, 2/2. Offspring of 2, so we'll make a copy of it, and you could tap him, and the offspring will be able to tap and put counters. And these also make mana, which is very important, right? So you can, pay 4 mana, you get 2 mana back that you could use every turn to draw cards with at the end step of the opponent's turn. Going with 2 Recluses, basically for the reach and death touch. So if the opponent has some flyers, and then there's 4 mana, we could put a +1/+1 counter. Ideally, we're just using stuff like the Innkeeper's Talent that, pump puts a +1/+1 counter every turn, and Tumblewag, right? That just, can put counters on that and not have to spend that 4 mana, because that's pretty expensive. But if we don't have anything else to spend it on, we have it there as an option. And, maybe I should have talked about that first. But, this is the combo, right? We draw a card. Then on our attack phase, we Frost Edict and put a +1/+1 counter, and we get another stockpile, like infinite combo. But, we have so much stuff put in +1/+1 counters. I went down to 2 of these. I was playing 4 before, but not necessary, right? And we're bringing back the old Thopter mechanic. I used to play this card back in the day. When you draw your second card, you put a +1/+1 counter on the mechanic, and if it dies, you make a little Thopter token. So if the opponent wants to kill it, we'll get a flyer. If they don't kill it, it's just going to get pumped by stuff like the Edict or the Stockpile Pantry. 2 mana, draws us a card, puts a +1/+1 counter on it, infinite value, right? So for 2 mana, we can put a +1/+1 counter on this every single. And you draw your second card each turn. So we'd have to spend 4 mana on the opponent's turn and 2 mana on our turn, or at least 4 mana on the opponent's turn to get that triggered a second time. Gold Vein Hydra. What else needs to be said? And we're going with, and the Patch Recruit, right? So this one doesn't necessarily put +1/+1 counters on itself, but if the opponent wants to kill our creatures, you're going to give us some supply counters. So that's kind of the idea. Gaia's Gift is in there. I was going to go with the Snakeskin Veil, which is a card I want to play more of, but this is a better card. It costs 2, but we get that trample that we're going to need, right? We're going with the Elusive Otter for the Groove's Bounty. Distribute X +1/+1 counters so we can get our tokens, right? Supply counters, right? And then Also, this is a great creature to pump up, right? So we cast it for 1, and then we start giving it the +1/+1 counters from the Innkeeper's Talent and the Tumblewag. Or maybe, you know, the Gaia's Gift gives it. You know, the Case will give it. And then once it's, you know, big enough, they can't block it, right? Creatures with power less than the otters can't block it. We're not really looking at the prowess part, although it could come into play, as we do have a lot of artifact and enchantments. And then Enigma Jewel is just an enabler. It, you know, produces 2 mana for the pantry. And like I said, I had to throw that Mightstone Weakstone in there. We're going to need it if we run into Sheldred. 1 to Fairy, just for... why not, right? Create a 2/2 spirit, put +1/+1 counters whenever you draw. Then, you know, if you have enough mana, just go to the moon, right? That's the deck. Let's get in some games, see how we do. You're slowing me down, bro. You're bringing me down. I need to play one. I need to play on curve. I need to play on curve. You're slowing me down. I have to. Something green has to come down, right? We'll put you out first. Because if they're playing this card, but they're probably playing Snakeskin thingy. If I get a land, I can harvest. If I don't get a land, although they're not haven't put any tokens out, are they playing bats? They're rats. Too many pantries. Rats. Rats it is. Do they have a cut down? I guess it doesn't matter. Because we're going lands. We got a ramp. Yeah, bro, take the action. Give me that forest. Come on, you're never going to let me draw it. The Recluse. 2 mana, but we need 2 mana for that. Do we need to draw a mana? Creatures your opponent control get -1/-1. Hang it. I need this. Who he's tapped out. Take action, bro. Give me that green. I can Recluse. It doesn't matter. It's probably gonna die. But the idea is we get the counter on the stockpile pantry. Stocking Pantry. I think it's good to have multiple, but just getting mana screwed in the early game really sucked. It's 4 mana. I could cast both of these. I could upgrade this for sure. Overcasting that. God, that green mana just at the beginning of the game really screws you. Do I kill this? I think I got to, right? That's what it's in there for. That's really devastating, right? -1/-1. He's almost there. He's at 4 cards. And this would give him 5 cards. He's a greedy. I'll lean into your greed. 1, 2, 3, 4. We need 1 more land to get the talent out so that we can get this above a -1/-1. Because yeah, we won't be able to block. Here we go, dude. Why are rat players so slow? 1, 2, 3. We could Talon into upkeep. Giddy up. Let's go, boy. You're the one that attacked. Greed. Talon into... So I don't think they have removal? How about that? Wow, they got nothing. Talon into talent? Ooh, that's great. Green. We'll start with this, I think, because we want to get that up. We want this down. We want this down. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Now we just need to draw and be able to play it. So maybe we need like Kellen or the play a bunch of land guys, right? This is happening. You 100%. If you're gonna target my stuff, I'm getting pumps. Ward 2. Stockpile. Tender guide. I'm gonna go greedy. I'm going full on greed. Oh, I guess I could have waited. They're gonna draw me a card. That was a mistake, I think. If I attack. I'm gonna go no attack. I messed up. That was a mistake. I should have kept one of those pantries in for discard. What the hell are you? As long as 7 or more cards in your graveyard, it gets +1/+1. And what? What are you doing? Okay. I don't understand. Prof's Edict. Case looks good. Submit 2? He's at 20? Can he get this up? We're gonna go 1 here, 1 here, 1 here. I'm never gonna spend that mana. Do we attack? Next turn. Going in next turn. I just don't have enough mana. I mean, he should have removal, right? Draw a card. Wow, you still got him up to 8, huh? That's crazy. I want to draw a card. Did I just mess up again? Guess we'll draw a card. Jesus Christ. I'll just wait again. I mean, he's just looking for removal. He does have the reef. We don't need more counters. What we need is more mana. 1, 2, 3. 3? You can draw 3 cards. You still got him up. You still found a card to get him up. Amazing. Double counters? I don't know. We're just going in. Maybe you should just go flyer. You don't have any flyers, right? I should have did the first one with that. You... yeah, this one. So we'll get rid of this land. Crazy. 33 counters. What is going on? You're not playing any removal spells is your problem, bro. Let me tell you. Why ain't you playing any removal spells? Tip the hat. Alright, how do we... I mean, if you're gonna play Vren, you have to play removal spells. That's the whole point, is you're killing people's stuff. The fact that he got this above my guy's defense twice in a row, ridiculous. Otter in the Prof's Edict? Otter into Innkeepers? I think you always want to go into Innkeep. Enigma Jewel into... I think you gotta go straight up Otter. Otter Speed. Otter into Tendril? Tender? Ramp? What are you reading, dude? Yeah, you read your card. Don't worry, I know what your card does. I made a deck around it. Better be playing equipment. Equipment's the best way for that card to be activated. Enigma Jewel into Innkeeper's Talent, right? Has to be. You just attack in. Stuck in the Pantry. Into Enigma Jewel. Into Innkeeper's Talent. And here I was like, the prowess isn't gonna matter. I was like, I don't have enough spells for it. Oh, +4. That's a pretty good turn for the otter. You go and sit back. Uh-huh. I gotta draw a card here with the jewel. And I guess we'll just, next to combat? Hold up protection? I mean, vigilance would be great. He'll be coming next turn. You don't you worry your pretty little head. I don't know what you're playing. Oh yeah, pay that ward one. Yeah. What are you trying to do? Destroy my creature? That's disgusting, bro. Get out of here. Ooh. Double counters? Double ward? I think double ward. You draw this card for free. Thank you, McDool. We'll just tack in over here. So next turn, when we put the Hydra out, oh, we're not gonna draw a card though, are we? Okay, you can kill my guy now this turn. Double ward. Oh, you're not killing my guy? Ooh, if you're not killing my guy, am I gold baiting Hydra? I don't know if I'm Hydraing next turn. What did you do? We'll start with this. The engine is a go. Just want to play more. Enigma Jewel, turn 1. We can't harvest on turn 2, but we can't Paw Patch Recruit. Do you think they're playing discard? I think we paw Patch on 2. Double Paw Patch? Oh, we can't double Paw Patch. Single Paw Patch, though. Ooh, do we Otter? Paw Patch Otter? I'll take it. Okay, now we'll have 5 lands. Next turn, what do we do with that? Double Paw Patch after that? Harvest, Enigma Jewel, Unstoppable. We do need our +1/+1 counter generator draw engine now that we're gonna have a ton of mana. I don't know what they're doing. Well, you're a jerk. Green mana. You probably should. Yeah, everything was 1. Wow. A forced loss here. Nobody's playing this card, but apparently people are playing it. Apparently Buckley27's playing that card. I hope you got another one. I don't really hope you have another one. I'm lying. That's a lie. Mightstone, Weakstone into Heaped Harvest. Draw 2 cards probably, unless they're playing Sheldred. They're probably a douche playing Sheldred, so... Activate ability green. I'm gonna hold on to the Mightstone, Weakstone. I know this guy's playing that. Yep. Looks good. Death Touch, just Death Touch. He's 100% Sheldred lover. What is this? Whenever you gain or lose life during your turn. You know what Sheldred does? Gains you life at the beginning of your turn. Chapter mechanic. Do I kill that thing? Is that thing... So is he not playing Sheldred then? We'll just wait. Take action. Give me that Gurn. I mean, I can get this up, like... Put one here. And one here. Because you're going to want to kill the Thopter eventually. Or I want you to kill the Thopter eventually. So we need to shut down their life gain, which is you gain 1 life whenever bat attacks. I really need the card draw engine, please. We're missing all of the pieces. Ideally, I would just get +2/+2 and draw 2 cards, but... Did he just paint himself? Stock in the pantry. This is whenever I draw 2 cards. I'm going full on greed. Should I? Let's race. I don't really care. I have 1 thing of removal. Draw another card. Enigma Jewel. Flying blocker next turn. Oh shoot, oops. You got vigilance. Oh shoot. I was thinking I was gonna kill him and he wasn't gonna be there. Wow, that's a mistake. Does the greed cost you the game? That's the question. Non-targetable spell. That's a pretty good deal. Pretty good deal. Non-targeting spell. I mean, nothing I could do. We have 1, 2, 4 or more non-lands with activated abilities. I think I have that. Sure. And this thing? I don't know if it'll get counters. Let's do this thing. What does it do? Well, I don't know what it does. You did the +1/+1 counters. You could sack it for lands. But the thing is, when you activated abilities, copy it. That means like card draw, I think. Really need to get a +1/+1 counter. I need the draw engine, man. Huh. Resolve. 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 I mean, they probably just have another one, right? Be my guest. This should activate twice, right? Draw 2 cards. Do we have enough? I don't know if Hydra's right now, but maybe go 1 here. They're pretty low on life, actually, at 16. Were they taking damage from that? 4, 5, 6, 7. I think we win next turn. Holy crap. That, I don't know what to say about this deck. I mean, maybe they were a little slow. They definitely had another Zor line. Which one do we kill? The Death Toucher? Definitely kill that guy. Yep. So they have to like gain or lose life? Gain or lose life. Oh yeah, baby. Oh yeah, I'll trade with that all day. 4, 7, 5, 6, 7. That should be 14 counters. A little bit more for the padding. Oh my god, dude. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do, guys? I did a thing. Oh, man. Oh. Simic. Blue-green. Beauty. Beautiful. This card is broken. This card is broken. This is broken. And the pantry raid is broken. Look at this, 8 counters. I don't even have enough mana to do it, because it's an enchantment. If it was an artifact, we could discount it down to 1, but it's not an artifact, it's an enchantment. Ridiculous. And we're back. Oh my god, guys. What did we do? It could probably use a little tuning. I don't even know, but, you know, I don't know if the top tier mechanic is good or not, but if it isn't, we could probably replace it with something else. But I like it because when the opponent kills it, it makes a little guy. That's the only reason why it's in there. And, you know, we got a lot of draw stuff, right? So it's easy to put counters on it. The Recluse doing the work that it needs to do, right? If we need to block right away and, you know, kill stuff. But if not, we start getting counters on this. If this gets big enough to be able to block their flyer, look out. Not to mention it can attack as well because it has Death Touch. And then if we give it Trample Death Touch, you know, 1 damage to each blocker, and then the rest go to the face. Working out great. Pop-Hatch Recruit, you know, another way for us to get counters and protect against, you know, spot removal from the opponent. The Hydra, a late addition, but great. The Otter, doing the work. Once you pump it up, I couldn't believe that prowess, you know, +4 triggers just from casting spells. That's all I have to say. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe Talon could go, but it's just a flyer that's really good, right? You need to get some flyers in there. Maybe there's a better flyer that has vigilance or something. I mean, it's also the card draw and the +1 counter, right? That's kind of the idea. So yeah, try this one out. I'm telling you, this card is broken, and you will not have enough mana to actually utilize it. This has been Told. Like and subscribe. See you next time.